Over the weeds.
There we go. Right along the weed line there.
The net?
Yeah, why don't your net's right underneath here? Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with that, huh? That's a perfect fish there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a nice,
Fat.
nice eater. Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Well, that's a nice way to start here. We haven't been here that long. We're on Devil's Lake here with my friend Doug Erickstad. And John, I've known John for years as a guide on Devil's Lake. We used to work with John a lot and still do, but John operates Lakeview Lodge on Devil's Lake, which is just a great place, especially if you have large groups, condominium style units that basically facilitate cooking, washing clothes. They've got an indoor fish cleaning station. They've got a lot of room. Got another fish on there?
I don't know, I don't see it.
We're missing a oh no, okay, counting bobbers.
Yeah,
but
okay.
you know, John's got a great place to stay on Devil's Lake, and we've known each other for years and had a great working relationship for years, and it's fun to get out and fish for fun. Once when we were both working all those years, we talked about fishing a lot, never had a chance to get out and do it.
That's why I do shows, so I get to fish with Jason.
Well, we shouldn't need that as an excuse.
Devil's Lake in northeastern North Dakota can offer tremendous fishing opportunities during the dog days of summer. Even when late summer water temperatures reach over 70 degrees, huge numbers of walleyes will remain in shallow weeds anywhere from 7 to 12 feet of water. Because of the algae blooms that stain the water, the best fishing typically occurs right during the middle of the day and presents solid opportunities for catching high numbers of fish.
There we go. Oh yeah.
How we feeling?
Yeah, just a nice eater.
You gonna net him? Oh yeah. Think?
Yeah, go ahead and put a net on him. There we go. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's a perfect eating fish. If fish is kind of lucky today, we're not eating them. You know what? This rod here is under 2, isn't it?
Which one is?
Or no?
2 there.
Okay.
You got one under, I think. This one.
Tell you what. This one here might be under, huh?
I think it is. They're going that way.
Yep,
Right by the boat.
Another little guy. I'm out of the water.
Well, he started Lakeview Lodge in 2000, so we're probably getting in our 15th year here. We've got 9 units in our lodge, and then we have a separate cabin that has a sleep stand, has 2 living rooms in it actually. All the big units have 2 bathrooms. They all have full kitchens. I guess one of the things I enjoy most, or the most rewarding, is the people that we get to meet and our clientele that come back year after year. We really look forward to seeing them again when they come back. We just had a group check out this morning. It was 3 12-year-old boys and their fathers and another guy with them. And yesterday I noticed the one boat was still in the parking lot about 1 o'clock, and they said, we're in no hurry, we're just gonna go out for a little while. And
there we go.
So they went out, and I saw them come in about 6:37. I said, "Did you get your fish?" "Yeah." They says, "We counted up to 100 and then we quit." So it's been pretty good. Here, your other one's down.
Is it? Go ahead and grab it, I'll deal with this. Got him? There you go.
Kind of feels like what you just did.
Swing him right over here if you can. Okay. What do you got there?
I'm not sure.
I think you're just distracting me on purpose with these
Oh,
pikes.
that's a pike.
Oh, that's a nice walleye.
Is it? Yes, it is.
Nice don't these fish have some horsepower?
I thought it was a pike. I thought it was a head shake.
Sometimes you'd
That's
never.
a fat one.
Yeah, that's a nice fish. You'd never guess these walleyes are walleyes the way they're acting sometimes.
You had me fooled.
They just are so aggressive this time of year. Get that fish out of the net there.
That's pretty nice of you to take it off.
Yeah. Even baited the hook there for you, John.
You watched it all day too for me.
Well.
So we distracted you with a northern, and then we caught your walleye.
Now my 2 lines are out of the water. Where are yours at now?
They're just floating.
There we go.
You gotta get my jig back on it.
It's acting like a nice walleye. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Fun stuff. Beautiful day out here, isn't it?
Grab the net.
Yeah. You know, the thing I love about this type of fishing, this is something anybody can do. There. Thank you. I'll grab this fish out of the net. And what I mean by that is if you have kids, if you have to take out a bunch of beginning anglers and just grab pliers here. But the beauty of using slip bobbers if the boat's anchored, you don't have to worry about fighting the boat, you don't have to worry about boat control. And you just get a lot of action. You just catch a lot of fish.
Jason, I have some grandchildren, and a couple of them are about 5 years old, and a bobber to them is something that just goes down. It's not supposed to float. How so spoiled they are about the bite on Devil's Lake in the middle of the summer.
Yeah, that's a...
Jigs in here?
Yep, I do. I got some more. You bet. Yeah, you know, that's the thing about a lot of these lakes, Devil's Lake in particular. When people talk about the dog days of summer, you look into after the 4th of July, between the 4th of July and Labor Day, that's some of your best fishing of the year for just numbers of fish. If you just had to take a pontoon boat out here and anchor it, or just come out here and just catch numbers of fish, numbers of eaters especially, that's when you're going to have your 100 fish days.
That's my favorite time of year on the lake.
From our base camp in Devil's Lake, North Dakota, we travel the whole Midwest looking for the best fishing bites. If you like real-time fish reports, find out what bodies of water that we're fishing just to find the general patterns and techniques that we're using, give us a like on Facebook and hit the road with Jason Mitchell Outdoors. There.
Feel pretty good?
Yeah, it actually does. A little bit of...
I'll be the net man.
A little bit of spunk to them. They just go berserk though, you know. It's just amazing how scrappy these fish are.
I'm not quite ready to give up yet, is he?
No, you want to give up. There we go.
Nice
Thank you,
fish.
sir. Yeah. Yep, just healthy fish.
Sure.
You know, you catch so many of them, you know. That's the thing. That's what's impressive. But, you know, again, anybody can come out here and do this. What we've been doing is we've been just targeting these shallow reefs that come up where we're anchoring in about 9 feet of water. We're setting the slip bobbers from say 7 to 6 feet of water and just letting the breeze blow those slip bobbers up. But a lot of times weeds, timber will make these spots good, but basically you're looking for structure. So any type of a point, inside turn, shallow reef. You know, a few years ago we did a slip bobber show on Devil's Lake, and that was earlier in the year. And basically the setup that we showed then was you have your slip bobber on braided line, that's just a Northland slip bobber. And what we were doing is we were putting an egg sinker above the swivel, and then we were going to a plain hook, and then we were hooking the leech in the middle. A little bit later in the year, what I'll do is I'll just tie the swivel direct without having a weight, and I'll just tie it to a small jig versus a plain hook. And what I really love are these small whistler jigs, because as they go up and down the water, it doesn't take much for that blade to flutter. And I really believe that really helps in the stained water when you get these algae blooms. But here's the trick. If you want that jig to go up and down and you want to take advantage of the wind, don't put any weight here, okay? A lot of times you get in July and August, those fish want that herky-jerkiness. They want that jig going up and down. They want that bait moving. Earlier in the year when that water temperature is colder, if these fish are off, that can be too much and that can work against you. And so if you have to subdue the up and down motion on the jig, just add weight above your swivel. And so just a little bit of an adjustment, something to think about, that it can really make a big difference in catching fish as slip bobbers as the year progresses. There, good fish.
Okay.
All right.
Get hold of the net for you. Oh yeah. That's looking good.
Slide him right in the net. Fish doesn't really know he's hooked yet. Oh, there he goes.
I know he's hooked.
Woke up now, huh?
He is, sure did.
Yeah, that's a dandy there. Here, I'll show this fish off. Got pliers right here. There. Beautiful fish, huh?
That works. That works.
Yeah, isn't that a gorgeous fish? Beautiful fish. You know, and I tell you what, Devil's Lake has changed a lot. I remember, oh, even 10, 15 years ago, all you ever heard about with Devil's Lake is fishing slip bobbers in the flooded timber. we're still doing that a lot on Devil's Lake, but Devil's Lake's changed in the sense that the ice has knocked down a lot of the flood timber as the waters come up, and so we don't have nearly as much flooded timber as we used to. A lot of the spots are gone, but we're still using slip bobbers. We're using slip bobbers in the flooded timber that's left, and what has changed a lot in Devil's Lake the last 5-10 years especially is the fact that as this water is stabilized, the aquatic vegetation has really taken off, and so we've got just a lot more weed beds than we ever did when the water was coming up fast. But it's still easy, simple fishing. You don't need fancy electronics, you don't need a waypoint, you don't need a map chip in your GPS. You can get by without a lot and come out here and catch fish, and you know, that's what it's all about. If anything, this industry needs more places where people can just go out and catch fish, you know, without a lot of effort, without a lot of equipment, and this is the place to do it right here, Devil's Lake, North Dakota.
If you'd like to find out more about Lakeview Lodge, go to their website, www.lakeviewlodgedl.com. This lodging option is perfect for groups of anglers looking for comfortable lodging with cooking facilities right near the action on North Dakota's Devil's Lake. Jason Mitchell Outdoors is brought to you by Shields, North Dakota Tourism, Clam, Vexilar, Jason Mitchell Elite Series Rods, Ice Armor, Northland Tackle, Cooper Chevrolet, Bionic Line, and Salmo.
To find out more information on Jason Mitchell Outdoors, make their official webpage one of your favorite pages. Find out upcoming show schedules and air times, along with past shows, article and product reviews at jasonmitchelloutdoors.com. Great information on the outdoors is just one click away.